Welcome to Nabeel Math Academy. This is Dr. Mohammed Nabeel. In this video, we are going to discuss about the vectors. So, what is a scalar? A scalar has only magnitude, whereas a vector has a magnitude as well as a direction. So, here are the example of the scalars and the vectors. So, length, area, volume, speed are the scalar quantity, whereas the vector displacement, velocity, moment, force. So, all are the things which is the vector quantity. So this is a real life example we will have with the scalar versus the vector. So this is a speed is a scalar, whereas in the direction along with the direction it is a velocity. So which is a vector. And mass, which is the weight of any particle, which is a scalar. If you weighted this mass, though therefore it is a vector. So these are the examples you will have. Now we will take the vector notation here. So vector means the first point, this is the vector you have, and this is the initial point, this is the tail of the vector, which is the initial point we say, and this is the head of the vector, which is the terminal point of the vector. And this is the magnitude of the vector, magnitude. This is the magnitude, the length, which is a positive always. It's positive. And this one indicates the direction. So it is in the direction. Now, if you have a two vectors, how will you add these two vectors? So here, this is very simple, the vector addition by using the triangle law or the parallelogram law. Suppose if you have this u and v are the two vectors, the joint, I can add it completing the triangle. So this is the vector I have. So this is the u plus v vector. Now similarly, if you have a parallelogram, this is the same as a u vector and this is the same as a v vector. And similarly, we can write it this one as the diagonal. So if you have this one diagonal, which is the u plus v from this side, and from this one it is v plus u, or both are same. So here is the example. Draw the sum of the vector A and B as shown in the figure. So this is the two vectors is given. So I have to draw the sum of these two vectors. So here the solution is given by, first of all, I write it this vector as, this is the B. This is the B vector. This is the B vector, and this is the A vector. This is the A vector. So by using the triangle, so I will complete this. I will complete the triangle here. So this is B and this is A, and this one is A plus B, A plus B, by using the triangle law. Now let us take the next one by using the parallelogram law. So I will use this part as the A B. This is the B, and the A value, it will be like this. This is A and this is B. So how will you complete this part? So this is the same thing you will have it here. This is parallel to the A. This is a parallel to A, and this part is parallel to B, and the diagonal is my A plus B. This is the diagonal A plus B. So by using the parallelogram law, and this one is by using the triangle law. Now this is a different types of scalar we have it here. So this is a vector v. If you multiply by the two times, the length of the vector will be increased. This is one time, this is two times. Now here it is half, so we will divide this vector by half, therefore the length will be smaller. Now the next one is the opposite direction. This one is the opposite direction. That's why it is minus v. The v is in the positive direction, this is in the negative direction. And here it is minus 1.5 v means, so this is the length of the v value since it is opposite, and also increased by 0.5. So therefore it is 1 minus 1.5 in the negative direction. So multiplication of a scalar with the vectors are, this is the geometrical representation. Now similarly we will calculate the difference of the vector. So how will you calculate the difference? If you have a u and v, so I can calculate this one as a u. As we know, if you move opposite direction, this is the minus v. Now this is the u. Now by using the parallelogram law, so that this one is the u minus v. So this is the difference of the vector by using the parallelogram law. If you have a two vector which is going opposite direction, if you added these two parts, therefore this is the u minus v. So here it is a vector you have drawn a minus 2b. So this is the a vector and this is the b vector. I have to calculate the a minus 2b. So how will you draw this one? So the a will be going to be the same. There is no multiplication with the a. So therefore the vector a is the same. This is the vector a. Now whereas in the vector b, so vector b you have to take it as a opposite direction because of a negative and multiply by the scalar 2. Therefore the length will be increased. Then the length will be increased. So it will be in the opposite direction. In the opposite direction. This is a and this part is a minus 2b. This is minus 2b because the b value is given here. It is a positive direction. We are taking minus 2 times. This is length will be double. And this part is the difference. So if you add it this part, it is a minus 2b. A minus 2b. Now this is a component of two vectors in the two dimension. If you have a two dimension x and y, so this is the component of the vector. You can write it this one as a1i plus a2j. So I is a unit vector along the x-axis, j is a unit vector along the y-axis. If you have a three dimension, this is the vector notation. We can write it as the a1, a2, a3. Or you can write it as a1i plus a2j plus a3k. So where k is the unit vector along with the z-axis. So here are the notes you will have. So if you have a 2 points, how will you calculate the vector of these 2 points? So it is very simple here. So you have to just subtract with the given term. So what is this one here? You have b minus a, that is x2 minus x1. This is the one component of the vector. The next one y2 minus y1. Then z2 minus z1. Z2 minus z1. So this is the vector of AB. If you have a 2 points are given, so this is in this way we will form a vector A. The magnitude of the vector. How will you calculate the magnitude? The magnitude is nothing but the absolute value. This is the, I can write it as A. So how will you write this one? Square root of A1 square plus A2 square. Since there is a two components you have in the vector x, I and j, therefore you will have this vector. If you have a three component, therefore you will have the magnitude of A is equal square root of A1 square, A2 square and A3 square. So this is the magnitude of the vector. Now if you have a vector A and B, two vectors, so how will you add these vectors? So this is a vector A1 plus A2. So add the corresponding components A1 plus B1. So add the corresponding component, comma, A2 plus B2. Then next you will have A3 plus B3. That's it. So this is the subtraction of the two vector. And similarly, if you have this one a1 minus b1, a2 minus b2, a3 minus b3. Next, multiplication of the scalar with the vector. So if you multiply with the scalar, you will get ca1, ca2, ca3. That's it. Now find the vector represented by the directed line segment with the initial point with the terminal point. Since there is a 2 points are given, first you have to find the vector. So how will you find the vector? The AB. Let us The vector A I want to calculate, which is in the AB direction. The initial point is A and the final terminal point will be the B. So just subtract with this one. So what happened here? Minus 2 minus 2. This is the x is over. The next y. So 1 minus of minus, which is plus 3. 1 minus 4. 1 minus 4. So this is the vector you will have. So the vector is given by minus 4 comma plus 4 comma minus 3. Either you can write it this vector notation in this format, or you can write it in the ijk format. Minus 4i plus 4j and minus 3k. So both notations are same. Both the notations are the vector notation. So this is the A vector. Now the next one, here you will have a vector form is given. This is a vector, not a point. So if the point is given, the bracket will be as a point. So you will get this point is a point notation. When you have this bracket, it is a vector form. This is the vector form. Now in this one, you will have a two vector A and B. You have to find the magnitude A and the vectors A plus B, A minus B, 3B and 2A plus 5B. Let us solve one by one. So what is the first one here? I have to calculate the value first. The magnitude A, square root of 4 square 16, 0 square 0 plus 9, which is equal root 25, which is equal 5. So this is the first one. Now the next one, A minus B. What is A minus A plus B? Over A plus B first. So you have to add the corresponding term. So you will get what? This is a vector 4 minus 2, which is 2, comma 0 plus 1, which is 1, comma 3 plus 5, 8. So this is the vector, or you can write it in the ijk format. Both are same, plus 8k. So this is the A plus B. Now A minus B. So what is the A minus B? You have to subtract. So A minus B, minus of minus 6. Here 0 minus 1, which is minus 1. 3 minus 5, which is minus 2. That's it. Then we have 3b. So 3b means you have to multiply the 3b. So what happened? Multiply with the 3b. So multiply the scalar with the 3. So 3 multiply, you will get minus 6, comma 3 into 1, 3. 3 into 5, which is 15. So this is the 3b vector. Now I have to calculate 2a plus 5b. In order to calculate this one, I have to calculate first 2a, then 5b. After that, we will add it. After that, we will add it. So what is the multiplication of 2 with the vector a? 8, comma 0, comma 6. Multiply 5 with the b. Minus 10, comma 5, comma 25. 25. Now add it these two part. So this is 2a plus 5b is given by, add it. So it is 8 minus 10, which is minus 2. 5 plus 0, 0 plus 5, which is 0, 5. 6 plus 25, which is 31. So this is the 2a plus 5b vector. Now here also is the same thing. It is given. The vector a and b is given. Express the vector to a 2a plus 3b in terms of ijk. If the question is given in terms of ijk, you have to denote in this format ijk, not in the bracket format. So first of all, we have to solve this one as 2a first. What is 2a? So 2a means 2 times of I plus 4j minus 6k. So we multiply the scalar 2 with the vector a. Now 3b. What is 3b? So it is 12i plus 21k. So this is the b vector. Now I will add it this one, 2a plus 3b, added the item. So you will have an item here 2i plus 12i, which is 14i, plus here the next one we have 4i. There is no j term in the next part, so that's why we will keep it this one as it is. So this is the 4j. There is no j term in the b 3b vector. Next, minus 6 plus 21, which is equal plus 15k. So if the question is given in terms of ijk, you have to write it the final vector in terms of ijk, not in the bracket format. This is the bracket format. You have 14 comma 4 comma 15. So this is also answer, but in the question it is mentioning express in ijk. That's why we will keep it in ijk. Now this is the vector properties of the vector. If you have a three vector a, b, c are the vectors and c, d are the scalars. So if you added this vector, the commutative property is true. A plus b equal b plus a. Now this is the associative property. If you have a three vector, if you add a plus b plus c, it is equal to a plus b plus c. Now if you added the vector 0 with the vector a, 0 with the vector a, so you will get the same original vector a. If you add the two opposite vector a and minus a, this is the value will be 0. And similarly, this is multiplication of a scalar with the two vectors. And here two scalars you can multiply with the vector. And this is the same thing in the product multiplication of the scalar with the vector. So if you multiply with the 1 with the vector, you will get a original term. So with the multiplication with the 1, it is same. Addition of the 0, we will get a same. Now this is, you have, first of all, we will see this part. A plus b, this is a regular one. So a plus b, you have to add these two vectors. So what is the vector here addition? 4 plus 2, which is 6. There is no j term, therefore as it is 3j. 2 minus 4, which is minus 2k. So this is the a plus b. Now 4a plus 2b. So in order to calculate this part, I have to calculate the 4a first. What is the 4a? It is 16i minus 12j plus 8k. Then 2b. What is 2b? 4i minus 8k. Now add it these two. You will get it here 20i. There is no j term, minus 12j. Then minus k plus k cancel. It will be 0. It will be 0. The next one, the magnitude of a. So what is the magnitude of a? Square root of 4 square 16 minus 3 square plus 9 and 2 square, which is 4, which is equal root 29. Now in order to calculate the a minus b, first you have to calculate the vector a minus b. So what is a minus b? The a minus b is given by, so subtract 4 minus 2, which is 2, comma, here. In terms of ijk, we can write I, 2i, then minus 3 as it is. There is no j term in the b vector. Then 2 minus of minus, it become plus, which is equal 6k. So this is the a minus b. So take the magnitude of this vector 4 plus 9 plus 36. So which is equal root 49. Root 49, which is equal 7. So this is the vector a minus b. Now the last topic of this chapter, we have the unit vector. How will you calculate the unit vector of any vector? So it's a very simple rule. So the vector over the magnitude of the vector. So here this is a vector is given. I have to calculate. This is the a vector, which is given as 2i minus j minus 2k. And I will calculate the magnitude 4 plus 1 plus 4, which is equal root 9, which is equal 3. So unit vector is given by the vector a over magnitude a. So vector A 2i minus j minus 2k over 3. So this is a 3. Or you can write it this one as 2 over 3i minus 1 over 3j minus 2 over 3k. So all are right. This is also correct. This is also right. Or in terms of the bracket, you can write it as 2 over 3, comma, minus 1 over 3, comma, minus 2 over 3. So all are same answer, only the notation will be different. Thank you.